So this is not a daisy. This is actually the closest thing I could find when I was running around the block looking for a Shasta daisy that might be growing somewhere around here, to use this as a prop. This is actually, I think it's an echinacea coneflower. But it's significant to me because one of the things that I realized on July 19th of this year, 2016, is what it is I want to do with the rest of my life. Mary Oliver, there's a quote, she asked, "Tell me, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life?" And not last Sunday, not this last Sunday, but the Sunday before, I picked my children up from their dads. And one of the things that I also want to share tonight is how this daisy, I call it Elijah's, actually my son named his own daisy that he picked for me. When I asked him to tell me about it, he said it was a daisy of war. And I was picking him up from his dad's house. And his dad and I have been at war in a custody battle for over a decade. And I'm not the one waging the war because I'm not the one taking myself to court. Unfortunately, or fortunately, however you decide to look at it, I've had people tell me that maybe I'm just a baby-making machine and I had too many children with the wrong person. But on August 2nd, I was not attacked by leeches. I had hysterectomy because I have a condition called hyperplasia, and so it's a precancerous condition, and I want to make sure I don't die from cancer. Because in a 20-year marriage, I had 8 children. And so my stomach, with all of its scars and the condition that it's in, I feel very blessed to have the stomach that I have because it has birthed 8 beautiful human beings into this world. 8 beautiful human beings that unfortunately have a father who is an alienator. He has an agenda to alienate his children from their loving mother. And he has convinced my teenagers, my youngest right now is almost 9. Some of you know me personally. Some of you know some of my children. You're friends with them possibly, or are parents of friends of some of my children. I've been a community member for a few years now in this community. I've had opportunities to witness my parenting my children. But I have some out-of-control teenagers. Anybody in here ever have like 12 to 15-year-olds that kind of like go a little off-the-wall bunkers and like lock you out of the house on the roof, and then you go upstairs and take their door off the hinges, and then they accuse you of hitting them in the head with a hammer, and then down on the floor or on the downstairs calling their dad, who's calling the police, and the police show up, and you're under investigation for child abuse. So, anyways, I want to read a few things. One is the legend of the daisy, because this was a gift given to me. First of all, this is I'm going to educate you a little. I'm an English major at the U of O, but a pastiche is what I'm offering. It's a 5-minute pastiche and a glimpse, a little bit of what is going on in my life right now, to be continued. A pastiche is a piece of writing, music, etc. that is made up of selections from different works and a mixture of different things, because I have a pastiche of my life that shows the whole truth, with video, documentary, video diary, writings, papers I've written at school, dances I've been involved with, the life that I'm creating as my piece of art. And I am not going to let somebody steal my children out from under me, because we live in a society that does not yet understand parental alienation syndrome and its effects on families. I have children who love me and who I love them. And at this moment in time, they hate my guts. And they have a parent who is encouraging that. And I will be likely in court. I will be likely, I have a platform, and I will create my own platform. I have permanent soapboxes attached to my feet because I now know what I'm doing with the rest of my life. I'm out to educate people about this. I'm out to repair and restore broken relationships in my own family and hopefully in other people's families, because alienation happens all the time to one degree or another. Anytime there's a divorce, if there isn't a healthy communication foundation, we